Hello and welcome to Creativity with DAIII Live. I'm your host, Don Allen III, and today we're going to be working on a part 1 of a sci-fi building live tutorial series by Don Allen III. We're going to be taking some concepts that we've done in the past with highly textured, highly futuristic feels and make it into a futuristic sci-fi building. So join me live as we begin, and welcome to Creativity with DAIII Live. Alright, let's go. Here we are, we're in the main show. We got a messy desktop, and we just gotta double check that the live stream is on. So yes, we are live streaming to YouTube. Oh wow, Tecmo is the first person to be a commenter on the show. It is a pleasure to have you over there on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Tecmo. Oh, Jackson! Oh, History Channel, what's up? I love the History Channel. It's entertainment. Okay, let's bring this screen over here, and we got the chat box over there, so we can see the chat on the screen. We got this picture viewer. Okay, cool. Alright, let's start off with a brand new project. There we go. Easy as that to set up. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do before we get too serious is we gotta go look through Pinterest at some existing kind of sci-fi buildings. Just get some schematics and get some inspiration. So I look on Instagram, I look on Pinterest, and just see how do other people do it. And this helps me get an idea. Whoa, that's inaccurate. Let's see if we can go sci-fi building. Oh, that one's pretty neat. Lots of lights, lots of windowy looking things. Okay, well, let's actually start off by going into Adobe Illustrator. Yay, what's up, Cherie? For those of you that are live here on Instagram, if you click on the link in the bio, it'll take you to YouTube, where we are live streaming the desktop to show everything, all the secrets. History Channel's overrated. Oh my god. Tecmo. Alright, how's the audio sound over there on YouTube? Is it sounding alright? Alright, let's start off with a new Illustrator file. CC files, recent files, CC files, recent files. Alright, so we've made some sci-fi textures here before, but let's just make another one yet again. We'll make it a nice 2000 by 2000 pixel resolution. And here we are. We're inside of the fancy Adobe Illustrator. What we need to do first and foremost is start creating some futuristic sci-fi patterns / textures. And one of the quickest ways that I can think of that we could do that, first I'm going to reorganize this panel. I don't use the appearance panel too often, so just bring that over there. I use these a lot. Let's use those. I use the Pathfinder a ton, so let's move that there. I like the asset export, so I'll push that over there. Cool, just reorganizing it. Oh, the wedding animation video is not finished. Still got a lot more work on that one to do because they want a lot more done, which I'm happy about. It means more business. Welcome to the live stream. Today we are on Instagram and we're live streaming onto YouTube simultaneously. If you want to switch over to YouTube, you can by clicking the link in the bio. The link in the bio will take you to a live feed of my desktop so we can work on this together. Okay, cool. Let's see where my layer panel is. Layers. Here we are. All right, I had to just reorganize this panel. Okay, so again, if we look at that, there's a lot of stuff that makes it futuristic, but part of it is just all the lines. All the lines kind of add this industrial look. So let's make some of those lines using a weird technique of just making lines in boxes. So what we're gonna do, oops, we're gonna just make this single path box right here. Alright, so we made some lines. Could be like a vent, who knows. And we'll just space it out a little bit. Make another copy, and we'll make another shrunk down version of it. Scaling it down. And we can stretch the material. Stretch all the way across the panel here. Okay, just start off, you know, simple. Next, let's make another box shape that's mostly just an outline. A couple pixels thick though. Yeah, something like this. And in this box, we're just going to do a cross thing and then connect the dots. I don't know what this is, but it's gonna help somehow. I believe. That's the theory, at least. All right, so we connected the two lines. Oh, it's not connected. Let's just grab this one. We're inside of Adobe Illustrator right now, for those of you on Instagram, and we're also live streaming to YouTube as we speak. We're live on both platforms. All right, so I made this box shape, and I'm gonna copy it and move it roughly right here, and then we just move it down one, holding the Shift key, and this will make it align smoothly. And then we can hit Command D to duplicate that action. And then we can do the same thing and slide these over to the side. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's make another one of them. Let's just copy this guy, this single one right here, and we'll move it down below. And then we'll shrink it. So I promise you, this is all super important steps. What we're making right now is essentially the texture that's going to become three-dimensional eventually, like the side of a building. Okay, so we just got to make these textures first so that we can have all the fun inside of Cinema 4D. But first, we got to make these textures happen. Alright, so we're just making some patterns here. I have seen Star Wars Rogue One, and that was an awesome film, by the way. Have you seen that one? So I'm going to take the edge of this corner here, just going to select it, and then round it off. I'm going to do the same thing to this one here, just round off. We'll just round off the single corner up there. I don't know why, just because, just to add some variation. And these are a little dense, so we're going to delete some of these. Cool. Let's make some squares. What you know about squares? Alright, so we just made a couple copies of squares here. Don't know why, but let's just use them somehow. Alright, so let's just slide these over there, and then if we hit our shortcut Command D, that duplicates your action, so we kind of make this little mesh over there. Now we need some vertical lines, some super thin vertical lines. So let's do that actually using a rectangle tool. And we'll just kind of do that, and then hit the Command D option to duplicate that action. Cool. I don't know what we're looking at, but it seems tech-like, and that's all we need for the sci-fi texture. It just needs to be kind of tech-related. All right, because it's the future. It could be anything. I don't know. Cool. So we got that. Let's duplicate this one over here as well. And we'll extend that all the way to the bottom here. And we'll just round all the sides. Or actually, let's just round the bottom two sides. Alright, so we got a comment over there on Instagram. Yes, you should join on YouTube. That is where it's happening. And then, okay, Tecmo says on YouTube, did you know Grand Moff Take Tarkin and Princess Leia aren't actually real people, but 3D renders? Whoa. I heard about that, and I think they did a phenomenal job with the animation on there. I mean, it looked they look like real people. It's nuts how far animation has come in just the past. I mean, or I guess in the recent past, in the today. Okay, so we're just making some patterns. Alright, so cool, we got this weird pattern of something. I have no idea what this is, but we're going to use it in 3D now. So what we're going to do is save this as a... actually, we can save it as a PNG. Save as... where is it? PNG. Oh, it doesn't like that. We have to export it as a PNG. File. Export. Where are you? File, export. Export as. We're going to save it as a PNG, and we're going to make sure we save it into a folder that we're going to be able to find easier. So I'm going to make a new folder in here called Sci-Fi Building YouTube Series. And we're going to call this JPEG Building Panel. Building Panel. Okay, hit export. Cool, we got a building panel. Optimize, seems good. Great, 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 great. We got a building panel. Let's go into Cinema 4D and utilize that building panel right off the bat. Oh, we got some questions on YouTube. Tarkin has passed on this new Heavens Peninsula. It was old. By the way, Don, what are you going to do with PS? PS? Photoshop? Is that what you mean, Photoshop? Should we rest in peace on both of them? And this is similar for you to Photoshop, so why are you doing opposite? Oh. Oh, maybe I forgot to change the name on YouTube. Let me fix that. Ah, yes. I screwed up. I didn't. Let me fix the name here. This is Sci-Fi. Oh no. Sci-Fi Building Tutorial. Tutorial. And this is part 1. Thank you for catching that mistake. My apologies. Hopefully that updates on YouTube over there. Okay, we are back. Okay, so we got this object made here, and now we need to start making some buildings. We need to make some sci-fi-ness happen. So let's start off with a good old cube. What you know about the cube? And we're gonna put the anchor point of this cube down to the bottom. Oh, it won't let me change the anchor point. So we're gonna leave it. And then we're gonna expand. Make it a tall building. There we go, we got a tall building, and you're done. Thank you so much for watching Creativity with DAIII Live. Have a creative and productive day. Just kidding, let's continue on. We have this shape in here. So we can import a new material, and I'm thinking we import that material that we just made in the other program. So let's go to our color. Let's go to our texture, we'll load our image. And we're using the image in our folder that we labeled something along the lines of Sci-Fi Building YouTube Series, and there it is, our panel thing. Let's open this up. Hit yes. So this is just going to do color for now. So look at that, we already have a building with texture. We just did that so quickly. We did Illustrator to Cinema 4D. But we're not done yet. We're just getting started. So what we're gonna do to make this look better, because it looks kind of terrible, is we need to give this shape a lot more depth, a lot more emotion, a lot more power, and that is what we are about to do. Alright, sorry, I gotta go live on Instagram again here. So you can see that this is the same pattern that we just made in Illustrator. Now it's just embedded on top of the, it's on top of our building. So what we can do now is use that same texture and make it into what's called a bump map, so that it will create a bump based off of that texture. So let's go ahead and open up that bump. And then with the bump map turned on, let's increase the percentage to 68%. We can create this illusion of depth by using the bump map and turning on our displacement channel. So let's do that as well. We got our displacement here. Click the same thing. Let's import our same panel and hit open. Cool, so we got this building in here. And now what will happen is when we render this out, it should start to deform our cube. So let's add more segments to the cube so that we're allowing it the ability to deform. So we're going to add 100 pixels, sorry, 100 segments by 100 segments by another 100 segments. So if we render this out, now our building has a little bit of depth. You see that? See how these kind of protrude a little bit? We have some building depth. And this is an important detail for realism, is to give things depth. I think we can actually add even more polygons. So right now we only have 100 segments on each side. Let's up the sample size. Let's do 500. 500 samples. Let's try that. Okay. It took a little bit longer to render, but it works kind of, sort of. Let's see if it's working there. Okay, it's cool. So now we got a nice building. We're building some three-dimensionality in it. Welcome, Rebecca, on Instagram. We are live streaming on YouTube right now, and it's the full screen. The full screen is on YouTube, so you can see all the buttons and the tools when we zoom in all super close and stuff. If you want to see this on YouTube, you can click the link in my bio on Instagram. So here we are. Let's give this a quick render pass to see how the edges are coming out. Okay, cool. So the 3D stuff is working. All right, let's make this building more sci-fi. Because right now it looks really boring. So let's reference back onto our good old friends at Pinterest. See how they do it. How do they do their futuristic sci-fi buildings? Got some circular buildings. We have some vertical, some horizontal. Oh, I like this one. It has like different hierarchies. So what I'm going to do is kind of copy their style a tad. And we'll just duplicate the cube with the texture. Kind of offset some of this stuff. I'm actually going to reduce these segments back to 100 since the 500 is causing a little bit of a delay. So we're going to set these cubes back to 100. Cool, 100 for both of them should be fine. Alright, once we render it. How long have I been animating this work? Ooh, I mean, I guess I officially started when I was in high school, but I guess that's not an official start. 10 years. It's about how long I've been doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's expand this out. We can create some more depth to our building here. This is called blocking. We're just blocking out the shapes of our building. I'm just doing some rough rendering while we're in the middle of it. Let's change the color of our building for fun right now, just to this gray. Oh, whoa, what happened? We broke something, which is good. It's good to break stuff. It's how you learn. Let's move a light in here real quick, see what's going on. Huh. Let's put this into a sphere. Okay, cool. Now we're getting some light bouncing off this building. Ooh, kind of looks like a computer chip. Alright, let's keep building out this building. Ooh, kind of got a cool effect to it. Got some cool black edges here. So shiny. Alright, we need this to look more sci-fi. So I have built another texture in a different day. Let's use that now. Let's use our super intense texture. It's a, I think it was like 8K resolution. I could 3D print this. That's a question we have on YouTube. Could you 3D print? And the answer is yes, you could 3D print this. I actually don't have much experience with 3D printing though, so I wouldn't know how to do it correctly. Hey, thank you. Yeah, Autodesk and Maya and RenderMan are all pretty phenomenal. If you're using those, then you don't really need to worry about these programs here. Alright, let's bring in another texture as I was mentioning. So I made some sci-fi textures and they're still free on my website. So you can actually get these yourself. For free. But the sci-fi textures I made are in here and I've been using them lately for some posts. Where are they? I'm not seeing my sci-fi texture. Oh, here's one of them. Cool. Alright, so what it does is it's just like it creates some cool like lights or something. I don't know. Like a futurist, I don't know, something with lights. Let's go into our displacement channel and add a displacement. Oh, here's the sci-fi textures. They're huge. Oh god, that doesn't look right. Let's reduce how strong the bump is. Hey, thank you so much, Jackson. It's all about that funk. Oops. Alright, where is the other texture? Texture. Here's a colorful one. Alright, so this is a displacement channel, so it should extrude the object wherever the light hits. It might look weird. Let's zoom in and see. It's okay. Okay, I like that. Alright, this is looking okay. Let's bring in another color channel here. So I'm going to reduce how reflective the material is so that we can actually see the color of our supposed light source. Oh, this is from last night's ice cream. Oh, whoa. Ooh. I like it. That's sweet. Cool. I actually really like the way that came out. Alright, let's do something fun, funner funner with the geometry here. So what I'm going to do is extrude and subtract certain parts of the geometry to make the shape more interesting and appealing. So let's change it into an object mode. And now you can see all the polygons that make it up. So we can do a UL to do a loop selection and grab a few layers. And then we can do MT to extrude these layers out. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go back to our reference images. Reference. Okay, so they have different levels. Probably need to add some windows eventually. I think windows would be nice to have on the building. Let me stack this cube upon itself. There we go. Alright, let's keep duplicating, making the shape even more intense. Duplicate, send it up. Make sure we're going to just move it on along the y-axis, and then we'll just scale it down so it's more of a point. Alright, with this one, what we'll do to make things a little different is we'll change it to an object mode, and we'll do face selection. Actually, no, we'll do a line selection. And I want to select this entire line here. Sweet. All right, now what we're gonna do is some other crazy things. Alright, so I want to make a larger city. So what I'm going to do is start merging some of these shapes together. Alright, with this one we're going to do the loop selection as well on the faces. Alright, so we're going to make this building a little bit more out of glass. So what we'll do is just go to our glassy channel, and we'll set it to glass. Glass might be a little too strong. All right, let's keep it up. Where is space for those buildings? And have you put a camera? A base. A base. What do you mean? A base for the buildings? I'm not sure if they have a base. All right, now we're going to use an effect called clone randomness, and this will allow us to make a skyline a lot better. So I'm first going to make a plane that extends pretty far out, and with this plane I'm going to center it a little bit. We want it to be below the camera so that we can actually see. And what we'll do with this plane is we're going to set this up so that cubes will randomly generate on this plane, and the cubes will have different heights and different widths and different properties to kind of add to our buildings. Make them even smaller, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, something like this size. Yeah. Ooh, I agree with you, Cherie. That would be super sick if we put some clouds at a kind of low point. I agree with the idea, and I think we should definitely do that for this piece, for sure. That would be cool. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, so with this cube, we're going to use the clone randomness to have it appear on the plane. So what we'll do is we'll go to our plane options, and I'm going to distribute that cube to the plane here. And let's see if it works. There we go. So all these green dots are where it's going to generate the cube. There we go. So you can kind of make you can make a whole city this way pretty quickly. And you can change the neighborhood count, the random seed, so they can all appear at random heights and different iterations. We can make it turbulence of the y-axis and the x. Cool, and then we'll just apply that texture to the cube. Go back to our camera. All right, let's see what we got. What if the sky was all lit up like the Northern Lights? Ooh, I like where your head's at. That's pretty cool. I think we might be able to do something like that, maybe. One thing I am planning on doing is putting a company logo on the top of this building or something. So as long as that's visible, then I'm down to do pretty much anything else. Alright, with this cube, we're going to increase these segments by a lot. Let's do a factor of 75. Okay, that kind of works. Neat, neat, neat. I'm going back to the color channel real quick and adjusting some gray values. Alright, so the company logo that I'm planning on putting up there, we might want to do it in 3D actually, is, oops, where's, I might want to put the Amazon logo up there. Amazon logo. Yeah, so let's see if we can find the Amazon logo vector file. If we can find that, it will be in good luck. Let's try this one. Alright, this one works, so let's go ahead and view that image. This is the Amazon logo. So now we need to save this image as Amazon logo preview. That sounds good. Hit save. Okay, so we got the object. We're going to now open that PNG inside of Illustrator, because we need to turn this into vectors. So let's open it up with Adobe Illustrator. Oh, not CS6. I need to not do that. Let's close CS6, wherever that one is. Oh, it's way over there. Force quit. We'll open it instead with CC 20 something. Oh, the History Channel logo. I'll have to make, that's funny. That's alright, so we got an Amazon, and let's just duplicate the layer. Alright, so we got two of them, so in case we break something, we got a copy. And we're going to go to Image Trace and create just a black and white logo. I don't know why it's killing the shape underneath it. Definitely want to keep both if we can. Okay, cool. So now we got the colors and the shape made. And if we expand this out, look at that. We have our shape pretty much isolated. We can remove the background now. And if we double check, we can select all of these, and now we have their respective paths of the Amazon logo. So what we can do with this information is quite astonishing. What we're going to do now is save this Illustrator file out as an Illustrator 8 file. So let's go ahead and save as. Oops, cancel. I meant to hit save as. So we're going to go to File, Save As, and we'll save it to that same folder where the other assets are. So let's just go ahead into that folder, Sci-Fi Building, hit save. Alright, so now we're going to change it from the version of Illustrator CC to Illustrator 8. And the reason why is that's what Cinema 4D R17 recognizes better. It recognizes Illustrator 8 files, but it doesn't recognize files after that without breaking something about them. So we got our Illustrator 8 file now, so we can go back into our Cinema 4D, and we can do this thing called merge, and we will merge our logo, our Illustrator 8 file, in there with the Amazon logo. Hit OK. There it is. We got our Amazon logo inside of the scene. So I'm thinking we're going to put Amazon logo one up in the front here and then definitely one way up top there so that we can see that it's clearly all over the place. Also thinking what we can do with the Amazon logo is, well, we're going to have some fun with this. So let's do 180 degrees for the Amazon logo here. And what we'll do is extrude. So right now we're going to extrude the Amazon logo. Having troubles extruding the logo. Let's try that again. Amazon, why aren't you extruding? I might need to look at a tutorial online real quick because I can't remember how to extrude the path. Oh, I think I'm remembering now. I think I have to extrude each individual. Yeah, they made a mistake with this program. So you gotta extrude each path. Or maybe it's vice versa. There we go. So we're gonna extrude each path, and then that will create our Amazon logo effect. It's a little tedious to repeat over and over again, but that's what you gotta do. So we're just gonna extrude each letter. Oh no, it doesn't do. Looks like it's not working correctly. Okay, there's got to be a way to fix this. Hang on. Sorry, I'm hitting a wall here, folks. I can't remember how to extrude the logo. Man, this is tedious to do each letter. I didn't realize it was going to waste the time so much like this. I'm missing one path. Where is it? Okay, so the logo's now in 3D, but now we have this issue where the centers aren't popping out correctly. So to fix that, we're going to need to select the two layers and then make them a bool object of each other. Alright, got that opening up there. Let's do another bool object for the A. Cool, just about got the Amazon logo there. We just got to do a few more. Or I guess one more. Alright, cool. We got the Amazon logo made. Man, that was a lot of work. Alright, cool. We're going to use this Amazon logo a couple of times here. So let's first put it on the side of the building bottom here. Alright, so the Amazon logo has a couple of colors on it, but it's mostly white. So let's just turn on the luminance channel there. Okay, and then they got that orange color on the bottom. Alright, cool. So there we have it. We've made the Amazon logo in there, and this is going to be useful later, I hope. Amazon logo is good to go. Alright, there we go. So Amazon's logo is up there. Let's go back to our reference images. We should probably put some drones in the... Yeah, we should probably put some drones, because that's Amazon's future of delivery, is drones. Let's see if we already can find some free models online of a drone to save us some time. Alright, searching for the drones. Oh cool, we got plenty of drones. Alright, cool, we got the drone in here. Okay, so let's get this drone in here. Cool, we got a drone. Just unzip the file. Alright, let's see if we can bring the drone in there to our Amazon scene. Alright, now let's bring in that drone. There we go. That's the future of Amazon. Drones everywhere. At this rate, Jeff Bezos already does. He's already well ruling the world. Alright, let me switch out the sky. See if we can finish this up here. Alright, so let me see if that was the sky. Yeah, that was the sky layer. So let's see if we can put in a new sky. There we have it. Amazon.com. Okay. Let's change the time of day, maybe add some clouds in there. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this is Amazon. Maybe we can add more drones. Let me go to my cloner. Alright, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. This was a fun one. I didn't know it was going to turn into an Amazon thing until the end. But yeah, that's about it. Maybe tomorrow night we can do some more of the, or maybe we can do the Photoshop now because the render shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I guess we can do some of the rendering right now. Okay. Well, let's make this a larger file then. Let's make the height 1080. All right, take care, Jackson. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a part of this. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing next is essentially just some Photoshop stuff, but I don't think we need to do much more than that. It's pretty much wrapped up. letting it do its rendering thing. Alright, so I'm gonna let this do its rendering thing, and yeah. Alright, where are you? OBS Studios. Thank you so much for watching Creativity with DAIII Live. Have a creative and productive night.